Here for All of It happened. It was a Saturday night that I had been friend zoned hard by Shannon. So I was like, oh, we're just going to be friends. It's all good. She, like in the middle of the evening, she literally spins herself in the ground and starts saying, listen, I've never dated a woman. Like, I don't even know if I could date a woman. I've never kissed a woman. I don't even think I could kiss a woman. I have no idea what's about to come, but it goes on for 30 minutes. And at the end, she goes, so basically I've said all that to say, if I was going to date a woman, I would want to date you. But no kissing.
No PDA.
No PDA. No sex for 6 months. Like, nobody can know. So she gets all the way to the end of it. And I said, I'm here for all of it. And that was it.
And I broke every rule by Tuesday.
100%.
Turning 60 was hard for me before I met Tracy. We are 2 months apart. I'm older. And we fell in love just a few months before we turned 60. And I was excited, all of a sudden, just excited. And I wanted to tell everyone that I was turning 60 with Tracy.
So we decided that we would get on TikTok, and then there was some like kind of random mentioning, and all of a sudden the next morning we woke up after the first one, and I don't remember, like 10,000. I don't remember the numbers, but we were like, wow, that kind of landed, but not thinking that it would. So never been with a woman, turning 60, then we started thinking about all the things that were relating to everybody. Were you gobsmacked by all of it?
I really was. I love the community that we have now on TikTok. And what's been interesting to me is that it's not only gay people that are watching, but a lot of straight people, young people, older people, a lot of widows and widowers are entertained by us. And I love it. I love that people love our story.
So I'm a podcast enthusiast. I love them, but never even thought about that this ever turns into a podcast until we started getting on TikTok. And like all of a sudden, it just started kind of, we started getting a bunch of new friends. And at some point, somebody said, you've got to do a podcast. You've got to. And they started repeating back to us, like, we're here for all of it. And all the things we were saying, we were like, what? And I don't know if I can say this, but Rosie O'Donnell jumps on, and it was really Rosie O'Donnell. Yeah. And so we were like, what? So here we are. I think the reason that we want to do a podcast is, there's a lot of synergy, not just because of our age, our life experience, but we bring two very different perspectives to most things. And I think that's been some of the fun for us.
Well, I want to share some of my favorite recipes, and I want to teach you how to make some of them.
What I hope people get from tuning into the podcast is equal parts inspiration, how to think differently. We're going to teach them how to make some cocktails that you probably already know how to make, but maybe not in the way that we're making them.
We're also going to record while we're traveling sometimes and share some places that we get to experience for the first time together, and hopefully share some of our tips and really great experiences.
Like, if this isn't fun for the audience, it's definitely not going to be fun for us. And here's one thing we promise you. We're definitely not going to gloss over anything. When we say here for all of it, we've told stories about the first, doesn't matter.
You have amazing stories. You are an encourager like no one I have ever met in my whole life. I think you have a lot of information and a lot of stories that people are going to love to hear.
Well, you know how you learn so much? By making so many mistakes. So there you go.
Well, then we're both experts, aren't we?
Well done.